Hi, we're Kim and Alex with Riff on Jobs. And hey, Alex, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Let me just clarify, we're not married. We both lost our jobs in October. It's our 6-month RIF anniversary, and we'll talk about what RIF means in a few minutes. But we want to share our journey and how we've come forward over the last 6 months with you. So, Kim, let's talk about our feelings overall and where we've come from in our journey.
Oh gosh. So I'm feeling a lot different today than I was feeling 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I think it was, it's shell shock. You've been at a company for more than 10 years. You've got your whole work family, um, your income, your benefits, working from home, life's pretty comfortable. So there's that, fear and panic of, oh my gosh, how am I going to ever find another job that's going to be equal to this? And where do I start? And who do I know? And do I even want to do this? I mean, I remember going through all of that and applying for jobs and the incredible frustration that um, feeling that everything that was out there was less interesting, lower level, and feeling like you're competing with thousands of people because we were laid off at the same time as Google and Amazon and Microsoft and Zoom and all the other companies laying people off. So it was frustrating, and it was frustrating, it was depressing. uh I feel like I'm done with that now, which is great. And we're starting this business together, which is wonderful. But I'm feeling pretty good today, a whole lot better than I was feeling 6 months ago. How about you? I mean, how are
That's
you feeling?
Well, that's great. I mean, I've got to echo many of the things you said. As you said, I was shell shocked, and my natural inclination was, got to get a job. Went through the interview process, and then watching what's happening with the economy and all the layoffs, and realizing, you know what, I don't want to compete with 1,000 individuals, and I'm really thinking I need to do something different. And I wanted to kind of move on to something that really spoke to me and where I could make a difference. And that's kind of how we came about to sort of start our business. But it took a while. I went through the grieving process for a while, and like we had to take sort of inventory of our financial situation. We had to think about our family, our future, and of course, both I won't call our ages out, but thinking about healthcare, we had to figure out how to navigate the healthcare environment with Medicare. And oh boy, was that a journey and a struggle. And certainly, we can in the future hopefully share some stories about that. But I'm feeling overall better, and we are in this sort of portfolio career. I'm in the process now of getting my certification for as a career coach for
Hey.
a world-renowned company. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then we have this business going. So I'm feeling a lot better about things. But I'm really excited about this journey you and I are taking together and making a difference, hopefully, in sharing a story with other people who are going through similar experiences. So yeah,
Yeah, I think I think you make a really good point. I think there are so many people going through this together. I had to almost chuckle when you said you didn't want to compete with 1,000 other people. And I'm thinking 40,000, 50,000. I mean, you're competing with a lot of other people for any job that might be posted out there that isn't, someone tapping you on the shoulder. Um, but I agree the most important thing and something that we can share with others is really that importance of taking inventory, taking stock. Some people uh, aren't going to be comfortable starting a business like we did, taking that risk and saying, I'm going to go through all these steps and incorporate and everything you need to do to be a business. It's risky, and people are risk averse. Some people just need to have a paycheck. But I do think that what we can share is our process, what we went through. I mean, you and I are in the same boat with aging parents, aging family members who we help financially and help take to doctor's appointments and all those things that occupy our time. And that's what I had to think about is, if I have a job, will I be able to still, take care of my mother and, you know, all of those things. So I think we have that to share of what do you need to look at? What's, the minimum amount of money you need to live on, figuring all of that out, coming up with a budget. And then, Alex, as you mentioned, this new concept of portfolio careers that you and I are both now involved in. We have our business. We hope to grow our business and monetize it at some point.
mhm.
But in the meantime, I teach Pilates and I'm teaching more hours than I used to. And you're training to be a coach, and I do freelance writing, and I'm listed on Upwork for freelance work. So I think we're both exploring this, whole new world. I was going to burst into song, but that will really scare people away from this video. Me singing, not a good thing, not my next career. But anyway, I think we've learned a lot together and individually, and I think we have a lot to share
Yeah,
and help people.
absolutely. And a couple things to share beyond what you said is, when I first got laid off, one of the biggest things and my biggest fears is, what am I going to do with my time? And
Huh.
you're worried about getting bored. And believe me, let me just tell you this. Once we've made sort of this migration, I think Kim and I are working as hard, if not harder than we've ever worked with this new business. Plus, what's really exciting about it is we're learning social media, we're learning new skills, and we're really in kind of this sort of creative environment and investigative environment. So that's been really challenging, but really fun. And we've been spending a lot of time together, kind of figuring that out together and going through that journey together. So it's been really rewarding for me working with you, Kim,
Well,
and
thank you,
just learning from you.
Alex.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Likewise.
We're really having a
Yeah,
good time.
it
Really excited.
it has been fun. And I will say one of the most fun things is, we have our website, riffonjobs.com. We have an Etsy store. We're designing coffee mugs and t-shirts and other things that we're selling that are all related to the same, whole space of, you know, being retired, semi-retired, getting laid off, all of that. But we keep thinking of these new ideas like what you just said, which is I'm working harder than I ever worked when I had a job. I'm working nonstop. I'm glued to my computer almost 24/7. I mean, we're really, really busy, but good busy. I mean, I'm
Yes.
having fun. It isn't like, oh my God, the drudgery of 10 more meetings and I'm sitting in a Teams call and trying to look engaged and, watching PowerPoint presentations nonstop all day long and trying to stay excited about my job. So I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm having fun. Every minute we're spending is productive and it feels great. So
So we're going to continue to share our stories on our website, riffonjobs.com. We hope you'll join us. We'll have newsletters. We'll have stories. We want to get and hear from you and the stories that you will share with us so we can, build this community, social community, and learn from each other and help each other through these transition periods. So we hope you'll join us. Kim?
I would say the same thing. Let's stop for now, have you come visit us, sign up for our newsletter, and we'll keep the dialogue going. And thanks for listening.
Have a great day.
Thanks.